Thomas Alive Today presents
10 Defunct Dead Retail Stores. Montgomery Ward originally was a national retailer with more than 400 stores in 43 states. It is the 9th largest U.S. retailer and the largest privately held retailer in the country. The company operated a number of retailing concepts, including the flagship Montgomery Ward stores, which contain up to 5 specialty departments: Electric Avenue, major appliances and electronics, rooms and more, home furnishings and accessories, Auto Express, tires, batteries, parts, and service, the apparel store, men's, women's, and children's apparel and accessories, and gold and gems, fine jewelry. Other concepts under the Montgomery Ward umbrella include Lechmere, a retailer of home products. The Signature Group subsidiary provides financial services and operates one of the largest auto clubs in the U.S. By the 1990s, even its rivals began to lose ground to low-price competition from the likes of Target and Walmart, which eroded even more of Montgomery Ward's traditional customer base. In 1997, it filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, emerging from protection by the U.S. Bankruptcy Court for the Northern District of Illinois in August 1999 as a wholly owned subsidiary of GE Capital, which was by then its largest shareholder. As part of a last-ditch effort to remain competitive, the company closed over 100 retail locations in 30 U.S. states, abandoned the specialty store strategy, rebranded the chain as simply Ward's, and spent millions of dollars to renovate its remaining outlets to be more consumer-friendly. GE Capital reneged on promises of further financial support of Montgomery Ward's restructuring plans. On December 28, 2000, after lower-than-expected sales during the Christmas season, the company announced it would cease operating, close its remaining 250 retail outlets, and lay off its 37,000 employees. On August 5, 2008, the catalog retailer Swiss Colony purchased DMSI. Swiss Colony, which changed its name to Colony Brands Incorporated June 1, 2010, kept Montgomery Ward alive and relaunched the Ward's website September 10, 2008, with new catalogs mailing in February 2009. Ames Department Stores Incorporated was an American chain of discount stores based in Rocky Hill, Connecticut, U.S. The company was founded in 1958 with a store in Southbridge, Massachusetts, and at its peak operated 700 stores in 20 states, including the Northeast, Upper South, Midwest, and the District of Columbia, making it the 4th largest discount retailer in the country. Despite some success in its later years, Ames was plagued by debt via acquisition decisions and a slow decline in sales in the new global market and suburban developments. This resulted in 2 bankruptcy filings that ultimately put an end to the chain. The company, despite expanding into other markets and taking over many closed stores abandoned by competitors, went out of business in 2002. In December 2022, Molyneux Group announced that Ames department stores would be returning after 21 years, with new locations opening in spring 2023. The company posted a new website announcing as such on amesstores.com, the domain which the chain used from 1996 until its bankruptcy in 2002. The same month, reporters from Mujar and Wood investigated the claims of the store's revival, with both reporters noting that they were unable to make contact with anyone involved with Molyneux Group. The website only featured the store's logo and text telling readers that the brand would be returning in spring 2023, in which later was a hoax. Stage Stores was a department store company specializing in retailing off-price brand name apparel, accessories, cosmetics, footwear, and housewares throughout the United States. Stores were usually located in shopping malls and centers or in standalone locations. The corporate office was located in Houston, Texas. Stage Stores operated 782 department stores in 42 states, almost all of which were eventually converted to their flagship brand, Gordman's, which it acquired in 2017. Historically, Stage Stores operated full-price retail outlets under the Bells, Palais Royal, Peebles, Stage, and Goodies nameplates before transitioning away from that business model and toward an off-price positioning in 2019 and 2020. After the COVID-19 pandemic caused most of its stores to temporarily close, Stage Stores announced that it would enter bankruptcy proceedings and liquidate its inventory, except for individual stores for which it could find a buyer. On October 21, 2020, Stage sold its intellectual property and a distribution center in Texas to Florida-based Bells Incorporated for $7 million. Notably, this allowed the Florida chain to use the Bells name nationwide. Previously, Stage owned the rights to the Bells name nationwide, except in Arizona, Florida, and Georgia. Bells also acquired the rights to the names of Stage's other chains, as well as all of its private label brands and customer lists. In 2022, New York-based online company Brandex acquired Stage stores, Goodies, Gordman's, Palais Royal, and Peebles, as well as their private brands and plans to relaunch them online. Shopko was a chain of department stores based in Green Bay, Wisconsin. All locations closed on June 23, 2019, with the exception of the Shopko optical locations, which continue to operate. The company was founded in 1962 by James Rubin as Shopko Corporation. It opened its first store in 1962 in Green Bay, Wisconsin. From 1991 to 2005, the company was publicly held, with stock traded on the New York Stock Exchange under the symbol SKO. In December 2005, the company was acquired by an affiliate of Sun Capital Partners and reverted to private ownership. Starting that year, it opened a number of smaller stores named Shopko Express. In June 2007, the company changed its name to Shopko Stores Incorporated in 1999. Shopko purchased Pomida, a regional discount chain that operated mainly in smaller communities of 3,000 to 8,000 people. Shopko operated Pomida as a separate division until 2007, when Pomida was separated from Shopko and re-established as a separate company. In 2012, Shopko and Pomida merged into one company. Shortly after, most Pomida stores were rebranded as Shopko Hometown. Shopko filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy on January 16, 2019. On March 18, 2019, Shopko announced it would close all of its stores by summer 2019. All stores closed on June 23, 2019. E.J. Korvette, also known as Korvettes, was an American chain of discount department stores, founded in 1948 in New York City. It was one of the first department stores to challenge the suggested retail price provisions of anti-discounting statutes. Founded by World War II veteran Eugene Furkoff and his friend, Joe Zwillenberg, E.J. Korvette did much to define the idea of a discount department store. It displaced earlier five and dime retailers and preceded later discount stores, like Walmart, and warehouse clubs such as Costco. In 1979, Korvettes was purchased by the Agach-Willick Group of France, which initially closed Korvette's least profitable stores and began selling off merchandise, fixtures, equipment, and real estate. In 1980, they declared bankruptcy, and on December 24, 1980, they closed all of their remaining 17 stores. Two Guys from Harrison, later shortened to Two Guys, is a former discount store chain founded in 1946 by brothers Herbert and Sidney Hubsman in Harrison, New Jersey, originally selling major appliances such as televisions. The chain acquired the manufacturers of the Vornado appliance brand in 1959, and spread beyond the New York City metropolitan area to more than 100 locations in upstate New York, eastern Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Maryland, Virginia, and as far as California. Commercial fortunes declined throughout the mid to late 1970s. They began selling off Two Guys stores to various companies. In late 1980, Vornado was taken over by real estate investor Stephen Roth through his company, Interstate Properties Incorporated, after he noticed that the land that the stores sat on was worth much more than the stores themselves as an ongoing concern. Interstate began the process of liquidating its Two Guys outlets by closing the stores, which had posted a loss of $20 million for the first half of 1981, and leasing the physical locations to other retailers. After selling all of the retail stores, Vornado was later renamed Vornado Realty Trust, having become a real estate management company dealing in valuable commercial retail space. Venture Stores Incorporated was a chain of retail stores aimed at the discount department store market. John Gase, formerly of Target Stores, and May Department Stores Executive Vice President, Dave Babcock, founded the chain in 1968. Venture Stores expanded to operate over 70 stores with major market share in St. Louis, Chicago, and Kansas City, and expanded across various areas in the United States over a period of nearly 30 years, becoming the largest discount chain in Chicago. By the late 1990s, the chain found that it was unable to compete against other retail chains, such as Kmart, Target, and Walmart. Venture tried to return to its founding principles as an upscale discounter and remodeled most of its 90-plus stores. While facing vast competition, Venture made a fatal mistake trying to expand into Texas instead of protecting its core markets. Venture sold the Texas stores to Kmart in 1996 and closed its distribution center in Corsicana, Texas. The company entered Chapter 11 bankruptcy on January 20, 1998, and tried to operate with a smaller number of stores. The effort was not successful, and the company announced its closing on April 27, 1998. Liquidation of store inventory continued through July 1998. Most of the former Venture buildings were absorbed into other chains, primarily Kmart. Others were absorbed by Kohl's, Shopko, and Burlington Coat Factory. Richway was the discount department store division of Atlanta-based Rich's. It was originally part of Rich's, and was later bought by Federated Department Stores when they purchased the Rich's chain. It was originally known as Richway, a Rich's company with a more bluish logo than the later orange and black theme under Federated ownership. The sunrise logo means everything under the sun, the slogan used in advertisements from that period. The official name of the chain was later Richway Department Stores. A long tagline on commercials was "We don't look like a discount store, but our price tags give us away." In 1986, Federated Department Stores merged Richway with their discount division, Gold Circle, but retained the Richway name in some markets. Federated by then was in financial trouble and as a means to boost the company's profits, sold all Richway and Gold Circle stores to Kimco, which in turn sold 31 of those stores to Dayton Hudson Corporation, now Target Corporation, in 1988. The stores were closed, remodeled, and reopened in May 1989 as Target stores. They continued to operate as such until Target began to replace the older stores in the mid-1990s. Kmart is an American big box department store chain headquartered in Hoffman Estates, Illinois, United States. The company was incorporated in 1899 as S.S. Kresge Corporation and renamed Kmart Corporation in 1977. The first store with the Kmart name opened in 1962. At its peak in 1994, Kmart operated 2,486 stores globally, including 2,323 discount stores and Super Kmart Center locations in the U.S. From 2005 through 2019, Kmart was a subsidiary of Sears Holdings Corporation and is now a subsidiary of Transform SR Brands LLC. As of April 2022, Kmart is down to only 3 locations that remained in the United States, in Miami, Florida, Westwood, New Jersey, and Bridgehampton, New York. On August 2, 2023, it was announced that the store in Westwood would be closing, leaving the Miami and Bridgehampton locations as the last 2 Kmart stores in the U.S. Sears, Roebuck & Company, commonly known as Sears, is an American chain of department stores founded in 1892 by Richard Warren Sears and Alva Curtis Roebuck and reincorporated in 1906 by Richard Sears and Julius Rosenwald, with what began as a mail-ordering catalog company migrating to opening retail locations in 1925, the first in Chicago. In 2005, the company was bought by the management of the American big box discount chain Kmart, which upon completion of the merger, formed Sears Holdings. Through the 1980s, Sears was the largest retailer in the United States. In 2018, it was the 31st largest. After several years of declining sales, Sears's parent company filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy on October 15, 2018. It announced on January 16, 2019, that it had won its bankruptcy auction, and that a reduced number of 425 stores would remain open, including 223 Sears stores. Sears was based in the Sears Tower in Chicago from 1973 until 1995, and was later headquartered in Hoffman Estates, Illinois from 1993 until 2021, the year when it announced that it would be selling its Hoffman Estates headquarters complex.
If you have any fond memories, please indicate it at the comments below. Thanks for watching, subscribe, and like.